Hey there, Johnny Bean Sports, and well, listen, I'm not going to sit here and harp on all the negative stuff in the season. I'm going to celebrate this win. I'll start with the offense in this video because there's some little Debbie Downer things. Well, listen, I've been calling for the Giants to get Daniel Jones under center and start running some of them running plays that we saw last year with Wayne Gallman, and I think we started to see some of that. A lot of that zone running went out the window. We started running some of that power stuff, and it works for some reason. This coaching staff does really well with them kind of plays. Obviously, the one big negative on the New York Giants offense was the fumble from Daniel Jones or whatever. It seems like we see at least one of them every other game. Matt Peart, I've been, riding the Matt Peart train. I've been a supporter of him. Very disappointing day. But at least, besides that fumble, Daniel Jones did a really good job of evading a bunch of pressures because it could have easily been a game where you see, 8-9 sacks and multiple fumbles and just the offense completely breaking down. And, it wasn't pretty, but at least you saw Daniel Jones break out a couple times, buy some extra time. Even though most of them plays, nobody was getting open down the field, you at least give yourself a chance and you're not in a negative. The one thing that was disappointing about the offense was, Kadarius Toney and Gallman. I believe they only had like 1 or 2 catches each. Very disappointing. It just seemed like, for whatever reason, nobody was getting open down the field. Daniel Jones did miss a throw to Slayton on the right sideline. I think there was like one other play, so there really wasn't a lot of misses. Maybe there was a few misreads. It's hard to know when you're watching live. But for the most part, I just felt like that was it. Like, there was nobody getting open for whatever reason. We saw that last year as well when we were running the run game like this. So I don't know if I just don't know what it is. But we have to do a better job. We cannot rely on our defense to have performances like this every week. It just ain't going to happen. And listen, there's a narrative going around that this Giants defense wasn't that great last year because they were playing lesser quarterbacks. I think you're starting to see that narrative go out the window because it don't matter who the quarterback is. When the Giants defense is on point, it don't matter. They get the job done. They can be dominant. And this year, you have really gotten a boost from Quincy Roche, Azeez Ojulari, young guys, rookie players. So that gives you some hope for the future. We got to see it more consistently. Azeez is way too many plays. He's getting he's getting shut down. He needs to be a little bit more of an impact player, but he flashes every game. He's going to bat down a couple passes every game. He makes the quarterback move, readjust, which leads to sacks for other players. Leonard Williams early in the game really was kind of like not really getting pushed there. I definitely seen they were doubling him. They're doubling him down. And I just felt really disappointed by the defense early of not getting more pressure because, so a narrative going in this is, the Giants actually have a better pass protecting offensive line than the Oakland Raiders. And I think if you're just going to look at stats or numbers or whatever, you might come to that conclusion. But using your eye test, it was pretty clear to me that the Oakland Raiders are a much better offensive line pass protecting, especially on this day. But listen, when the defense is like this, playing like this, you're always going to be in the game. And seeing the defense play like this makes you think, man, if they just could get this going in the beginning of the season, because we saw this last year too. It took 7-8 weeks where the defense really started to come on and become dominant. Whereas early last year and early this year, they were giving up touchdown passes right before the halves, which is a killer. It's a backbreaker. And this year it even got a little worse. So you were seeing teams score before the half and coming out of the half and then scoring again. But when you see the defense play like this, it really makes you think, it makes you think back of the missed opportunities with last week. The offsides with Zimenez. The Washington game, whether it was offsides or not, that game, offsides there. And it just makes you think of this. It just really shows that the season comes down to 2-3 plays. And right now, if them mistakes aren't made, we're sitting here 5-3, neck to neck with the Cowboys who just lost today, and we're feeling completely different about this team. So, I think it's still going to be too much ground to catch up in. Listen, the team did it to itself. There's not a whole lot to say at this point. One great individual performance. If the defense can put together 3-4 of these in a row, and the offense can get some kind of scheme up their wide receivers, or maybe they can come out and be healthy, and we can look more like we did towards the first 3 weeks with the offense, put it together with the defense looking like this, maybe we have something, but there's just not much to say. I'm not going to read too much on one win. I'm not going to say, hey, we obviously, like I've said this season, you can come out and win 8-10 games in a row at any point in the season, and the season can be completely turned around. Am I banking on that? Absolutely not. This offensive line has looked disgraceful. We went from a decent pass blocking team to a awful pass blocking team with one injury. So if maybe I'll change my tune if we can rip off 2-3 in a row here. Other than that, just enjoy the win. I don't know how many of these we're going to have with as many as what kind of injured season it is with all the players. So I'm just going to enjoy this up. On a personal note, I haven't been uploading a lot. I just found out that I have late onset narcolepsy, so it's been a struggle just to survive, to stay awake. So not coming out here trying to make excuses. It's just something I got to get figured out in my life, and maybe find a medication to keep me awake. I thought I was just excessively tired, but apparently it's more. But thanks everybody for the support. Like it up, subscribe. I'll try to have something out this week, maybe a special video on Xavier McKinney, because listen, I thought he should be used in a Julius. I thought he should be used in like a Peppers kind of role, Jabril Peppers, and bring him down the box more often. For whatever reason, the Giants have decided to make him more of a deep half safety. And this is his second game now with two interceptions, at least 2 interceptions. So, I knew he was a smart kid coming out. I knew he was capable. I just wasn't sure. And right now, he's looked great. He's disguising his coverages back there. He's doing everything you can ask for. We lose Peppers for the rest of the season, and it looks like our secondary improves. Looked much better. So yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm gonna have another video out because there's just a lot to talk about, and I don't want to make a 20-minute video. Just want to get one out. But anyways, that's it for me. Like, subscribe, peace.